Greetings folks, Twin Proper here, bringing you yet another in my series. And today, in just extremely relaxed fashion, I want to talk about tactical for just a minute. Okay, now there's tactical and there's tactical, and I want to talk about both here for just a second. Now the reason I'm covering this is because I had someone ask me in one of my videos why I don't have more modifications to my AR, why I don't have more scopes, lights, and lasers, why I don't go into all of the MOLLE gear and stuff like that. And this is where we discuss the value of tactical, because I don't want to lose sight of what my channel was actually designed for. The reason I don't have a whole lot of tactical stuff and get a lot of tactical stuff is because I am just your average everyday carrier. I'm not a member of the military and I'm not a member of a SWAT team. Now, having said that, I know that there's going to be people that are going to say, yeah, but you need tactical training to know how to use your weapon. Okay, now this is where we run into our differences in the definition of tactical, okay? Because tactical is actually to plan and get ready for in military advantage to be able to carry out whatever your mission or whatever your overall objective is. You know, that's basically the first definition of tactical. And by tactical, okay, I think it's pretty good if you're being tactical in that you are training with your firearm. You know, you're doing your Mozambiques, you know, you're trying some supine stuff, maybe retention drawing, and just really, you know, the stuff that you're actually going to use if you're out on the streets as a concealed carrier should you need to do it, you know. And by tactical, that's planning, and that's a good kind of tactical. It's a useful tactical. It's a practical tactical, because it's what you're actually going to use street level. And here's where I cover the rest of tactical. And so if you look around out there, you don't see a bunch of people walking around in Walmart or walking up and down the streets in MOLLE gear, level 3 body armor, you know, parachute cables and all this other stuff. You know, my channel is dedicated to the average everyday carrier. My channel is dedicated to people who are going to walk normally out through the streets with their concealed carry pistol or with their open carry pistol. But I cover the handguns themselves, but I also cover what people are realistically going to use throughout everyday life. But truthfully, I don't know what I'm talking about anyway. I wouldn't know how to go into a house or a building and clear a room or anything like that. And I really am not interested. I'm only interested in what people, myself and others, are going to face out there day to day, you know, and what we could potentially come across. Now, I do advise people to get ready for survival situations. I think people should have dehydrated food, and I think that people should get water straws and all of this other stuff to get ready in situations where, just in case we need them, you know, I mean, there's always that possibility, you know. Preppers aren't stupid, you know, and I really do like the idea of prepping. But you're not going to see me in my videos putting on a whole bunch of camouflage gear, level 3 body armor, you know, night vision and stuff like that just to shoot watermelons. You know, I mean, please. And another thing I would like you to consider too is that you can get all of the tactical stuff in the world. You could go out and buy all of the tactical stuff in the world. There's a lot of people out there that think that in order for them to be effective with their firearm, in order for them to be effective with their equipment, all they've got to do is hit up the catalog and get a bunch of 511 stuff or Blackhawk stuff or whatever. No, you know, that you can get all of the tactical stuff in the world. You can stock yourself up so that you look like G.I. Joe. But when the time comes and you have to use it, it's imminent that you're going to have to use this stuff. That tactical stuff isn't going to do you any good if you don't know how to just standardly, basically, fire your firearm, use your firearm, handle your firearm, right? You could have all the tactical stuff in the world, but it's not going to save you. It's not going to help you one bit in an emergency. You'll look cool dying. So, you know, that's one of those things where it's like, I'm not knocking it, because I know that there's a lot of people that are fans of this stuff. So, I mean, if it's just to have that look, if it's just to have that tactical look and stuff like that, okay, it's up to you. You know what I mean? I see some of that stuff like I see the concealed carrier badges. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, But realistically, what my channel covers is what people are going to realistically do. This is my boy here. This is Pudgy. Pudgy is part beagle, part basset hound. And he's getting pretty old. He can barely see and he stumbles around, so I try to be nice to him in his last days, because I wasn't nice to him when he was younger. No. So in the end, what's the value of tactical? Well, I mean, it's got pretty high value if by tactical you mean you're going to learn how to use your firearm and you'll be effective with it should you have to use it, you know? That's one way that tactical has value. But if by tactical you mean, you know, you're dressing up in 511 gear and you look like a military commando, that's not the part that's going to save you. So what you're spending your money on basically should actually help you, or is actually going to be useful. What are you going to do if you have to draw your firearm out in the streets and use it? And where is all this molly gear going to come into play? You know, so my channel comes from a standpoint of what's going to be practical for you to use, you know, and are you able to use it, and is it going to be of any use to you, right? So if you're walking around out in the street out there and you've got a parachute cord, so tactical's value is only going to go as far as how you're going to use it and if it's going to actually come into play in your life at all at any time. But that's it, folks. That's all I wanted to cover. My channel is not a very tactical channel because my channel's focus is on the everyday average concealed carrier or open carrier of their firearms. It isn't geared towards people in camouflage and molly and stuff like that. Now, if you want to see some of that other stuff, you could check out Mr. Guns and Gear. You could check out a little bit of the Military Arms channel. There's other channels out there too that cover more of those tactical items that somebody may need for something. But as far as what my channel is focused on, it's going to be for your average everyday carrier, and a little bit of tactical in that you can actually use your firearm and use it effectively. Beyond that, you know, it's up to you. Well, thanks for watching, folks. I'm Too Improper. My email address is scrolling across the bottom of the screen as we speak right now. That's tooimproper@gmail.com. Right, and I will answer you, provided you are being polite about what it is you have to say, and if I've got the time. Thanks for watching, folks. God bless America, and keep on protecting your families and yourselves. You know it's always the right thing to do.
I'll take a Whopper with cheese, motherfucker!